This is day 34 of my Practicing Visibility
Series. I am trying to become a known public figure for young people while actively trying to get over my fear of being seen. Today was a really special day because I got to do the work. So much of the stuff that I have to do is literally like admin and making content, and those things help me get the gigs, which so that means that they're important, but it's not what I really like to do. I mean, I just want to work with young people, and today I got to go to a community. I'm in Connecticut right now. It is freezing. I'm so cold. I'd have my heater on, but it is so loud. But today I got to go to a school and work with the high schoolers first, and then the middle schools afterward. The middle schoolers afterwards. And tonight I'm going back for a community meeting. And after the high school and the middle school speech went so well, the kids gave teachers a lot of feedback. I had teachers coming up to me in the hallways being like, "Oh my God, the kids loved you." I got to meet with some of the principals because, again, it's K all the way through 12 at this school. They just broke it up. And they wanted me to come back for next year's. And that's like the best case scenario for me. Not because it's business. Like, again, I've told you all this before, and I say it again. If the money was here, I would not be charging people. It's great because I get to continue the work with these kids. There's one school, Stone Valley, who I love, and a district in Iowa, Okoboji District, who I got to go for a couple of years. But Stone Valley, I've been at for this will be my fourth year going back, and there's something really special about being able to support kids each step of the way, since I'm not a classroom teacher and don't get to see them every day. Because most of the time I get a chance to go to a school and speak once. It's like one speech, that's one shot, that's all I got. But to be able to go back the next year and hear like what worked for them, what didn't work for them, what they want to learn about next time, what they want to work on this year, I think that's really special. One thing I did today that I really like, and I may have mentioned it before, is I do ambassador groups. And ambassador groups are basically just students that get to talk to me about their community. These were the National Honor Society kids, and so they were, I think, already ready to being, or they were already used to being put in these kind of positions of leadership. But usually when I work with schools, I'm like, give me like the class clowns, like give me the high achievers, give me the kids who are super engaged, give me the kids who are disengaged. I'm like, I want to see the whole thing, because if you just give me kind of the people that you consider to be the leaders, I'm not going to get an accurate assessment of what this school is. And I asked the young people to tell me like what it is to be a young person. And one of the biggest pieces of feedback I got from a young person today is one of the things that feel the most frustrating is the fact that kids are not really given an opportunity to speak and be heard, like on a serious level, outside of their families and maybe their teachers. Outside of that, on a larger scale, society doesn't really respect what young people have to say. And one person said, nobody cares what kids say. I'm a big believer in teaching students and using this for myself to not start with nobody or everybody, because there's a good chance that that sentence will be incorrect. If I said nobody cares, that's incorrect, right? Somebody cares. And that's what I said to her, which is like, nobody cares. And I'm like, I do. And the teachers in your school do, right? And so sometimes if we say nobody, it makes us kind of miss the people who are there for us. Or if you said, everybody hates this. When kids are talking about, especially their preferences, sometimes they will say, and not just kids, people, sometimes they will speak for other people. Everybody hates this. Nobody cares. And in reality, what they're doing is they are backing away from standing behind their words. So instead of saying, I don't like this, they try to make it seem bigger so they don't have to take the responsibility of saying, I'm the person that doesn't like this. They say, nobody likes this, right? Speaking for other people. And today I wanted that to be known, was that there does seem to be a lot of adults in our country that don't care what young people have to say. And I got to tell you, it's hard when people I grew up with are posting on social media in a way that tears down kids, as if I didn't see them do some of the exact same stuff, if not worse, when we were kids, right? I saw them do it, and I swore that we would not be the generation that punched down on kids, but people are still punching down on kids right now. People are still mad at kids for how they're showing up, when in reality, they're showing up this way because of us, because of the adults. And so when I showed up today for kids in a way that was grounded, in a way that was caring and kind, they in return showed up the same way. I'm not saying it's just because I was there, but they felt comfortable enough to share it with me. And at this school, the kids were wonderful. God, they were wonderful. Two kids, Dante and Lexi. I don't know if there's any chance they'll see this. If any of you all go to that school and you know who you are and you see this and you're friends with them, please tell them, because they showed so much courage. They showed so much integrity. I mean, I was shocked. I mean, the young man literally sent a ripple through his group of friends today when he was showing what leadership and integrity looked like when they were joking around. He was like, I'm listening, I'm paying attention. And you could just see them all shift and be like, ooh, okay, well, maybe I will too. That's leadership. He didn't tell them to, he just showed them what it looked like. And I think we should give young people more opportunities to do that. How are we expecting kids to show up in strong and powerful ways if we don't give them the space to practice it? Anyways, I have a parent meeting tonight. I don't know what to do until then. I'm probably going to freeze because it's really cold down here. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow. That's enough, Donovan.